Welcome to practice. This is a quick yoga stretch sequence for stiff bodies. We're going to invite movement and deep stretch into the body to relieve tension. Thank you for joining me on this journey of mastering our relaxation. Remember that your body is your guru. Honor and listen to it. If any pose does not work for you, you can skip it or modify it. Let's begin flat on our back. Bring the soles of the feet onto the ground with the knees pointed up. Bring the feet a little bit wider than the hips, and we're going to just do some gentle spinal twists, dropping the knees over towards the right, inhaling through center, and then dropping it over towards the left. See if you can link your breath with the movement and move at your own pace through a few more knee drops. Take an inhale to release the legs back to center and hug the knees in towards the chest for a wind-relieving pose. You can grab behind the thighs, in front of the shins, or loop the arms around, hugging the knees in close. Relax the upper back, the shoulders. Make sure you're not holding any tension in the face. Feel the nice release in the lower back. Let's inhale to release the legs down. Come to lie flat on your back with the legs extended. We're going to move into a side body stretch with banana pose. Keep your hips at the center of your mat. Lift the upper body and take it over to the left. And then move your feet to the bottom left corner of your mat. You can bring your arms up overhead. And to move deeper, cross your right ankle over the left ankle. We're stretching deeply into the side body connective tissues. And one of those connective tissues is called fascia. Think of fascia as plastic cling wrap. It wraps all over our body, all around the muscles and the joints. And when you don't move or stretch, it can get stuck and sticky and cause tightness and stress in the body. Let's release and move over to the other side. Keeping the hips right at the center of your mat, take the upper body over to the right top corner of your mat, and take the feet to the right bottom corner of your mat. And see what works for you on this side. Cross the left ankle over the right ankle to move deeper and breathe into the side body. Take your breath even between your ribs. Relax your back as much as you can. We're going to release banana pose and come back to the center of our mat. Hug the knees in towards your chest and grab the outer edges of the feet. And open the legs up into happy baby pose. Roll the shoulders down and back. Gently draw the knees down towards the sides of the body. Can you find any more space to relax into as you exhale in this pose? And if it feels good, you may want to rock from side to side, massaging your back body. Let's release the legs down. And find your way into tabletop position on all fours. Stack the knees right under the hips and the wrists under the shoulders. We're going to invite movement into the spine with some cat-cows. Take the whole length of your inhalation to lengthen the spine forward sending your heart forward, shoulders back, and your tailbone up. As you exhale, push into the ground to round the spine. Inhale forward, shoulders back towards the hips, tailbone up. Exhale, belly button towards your spine. Link your breath in your movement and move through a few more cat-cows at your own pace. Release your cat-cows and bring your spine back to neutral. Keep the hips and the legs as is, and take an inhale to send the right arm up towards the sky. Exhale to thread it right under the left arm, coming to thread the needle. Rest on the right shoulder, the right upper arm, and on the side of the head. Tuck your chin down towards your chest to lengthen and strengthen your neck. And you can stretch the left arm up overhead or keep the left hand in front of the face. Draw both shoulder heads down. Push the hips over to the right to make sure that your hips are centered. And feel the stretch in the upper back and on the right side of your ribs. Slide the hand towards your face, push into your left hand to release. Stretch the right arm up. And let's move over to the opposite side. Inhale, revolve the chest over to the left, stretch your left arm up. Exhale, thread the left arm under the right arm. Rest on the left side of the head. Push the hips back to center and find the position of the arms that works for you. On your exhalations, can you revolve the chest a little bit more, sending the left ribs up and the right ribs forward towards the right? Slide the right hand in front of the face and push it to the right hand to release. Stretch the left arm up towards the sky. Come back to all fours and tuck the back toes under. Keep the hands on the ground and push the hips back towards the heels, stretching into the fascia at the bottom of the feet. If you want to move deeper, you can always walk the upper body up to sit on the calves. There's so many receptor points at the bottom of our feet that just doing a simple toe stretch can actually help to relax the neck, the upper body. It can help with digestion and pain relief. Untuck the toes and pat the toes out. Let's move into downward facing dog. Tuck your toes back under, push into the hands. Send your chest and your belly towards your upper thighs as you send the hips up and back. Let's walk our dog. Release your upper back and push your chest towards your legs. It may feel good to take the heels up and over to the right, getting a nice side body stretch. And then bring the heels through center and drop the heels over to the left. Bring the feet back to center. Let's move through a down dog plank flow. Take an inhale, articulate, and wave your spine forward to come into plank. Exhale, bend deeply in the knees, send the hips up and back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Send your heart forward as you move the hips back. Take this flow a few more times on your own. Come forward into your plank, and we're going to release right onto the stomach. Let's move into Sphinx pose. With the toes untucked, make sure the elbows are shoulders distance apart. Bring the forearms forward, fingertips forward. Draw the elbows back towards the heels to open the chest and send the shoulder heads back towards your hips. Relax your upper back as if there was a hand at the back of your heart pushing the back of your heart forward. Make sure you're not clenching in the buttocks and that the pelvis, the hips are nice and relaxed. And even though this is a back bend, you're still lengthening your spine. Release Sphinx pose and bring the hands to the lower ribs. Elbows point back towards the feet. Push into the hands to come to rest on top of the toes for upward facing dog. Shoulders relax down, heart forward. Look over your right shoulder, then look over your left shoulder. Stretching into the side body and stretching the front line of the body. Inhale here, and then exhale to push the hips back for child's pose. Balasana. Bring the big toes together. Keep the knees together or take the knees apart. Bring the forehead down as you rest the upper body towards the ground. You can keep the arms up overhead or rest the arms by the sides of the legs. Allow the whole body to soften and grow heavy. Feel the body expand on your inhalations and then contract and release on your exhalations. We've reached the end of our practice. Come to find easy seated pose or sit on the calves in hero's pose. Take a moment of stillness to thank yourself for showing up and practicing, moving and breathing, and anchoring into the present moment. This practice is always here for you if you feel like you just need to move, breathe, and spend time with yourself. Thank you for joining me for practice. Peace and ease to you.